says, on the cross, he stripped the demonic powers and authorities of their power and made a public spectacle of them as they have been captives in victor's triumphal procession. There's a New Testament that's written specifically for translators, people who are trying to translate into usually like a language that wasn't maybe even written before, but it tries to make sure that you catch all the meaning in each of the words. And it says this: there, Christ stripped the demonic rulers of authorities of their power over him, and in his own triumph made a public show of them. Now, when I say triumph, what do you think? Maybe some of you used to drive the old Triumph car. To us, triumph just means a victory. But in Roman times, triumph was a military term. It was the highest possible military victory. In order to have a triumph, if a leader of a Roman legion or one of the Roman leaders managed to achieve triumph over his enemy, first off, he had to defeat usually over 5,000. Didn't even count if you were victorious over less than 5,000. And then if you received a triumph, you were guaranteed a parade where the Senate would lead you into Rome, and you'd be entering in a chariot. You'd have a crown. They would be declaring you the victor. They would bring along the captured people from there, especially if they was still alive, the leader. And then there would be this big display where you were awarded recognition for your victory, but it wasn't just any victory, it was a triumph. And you would put your foot on the head of the leader. Does that remind you of anything? All the way back to Genesis, when Adam and Eve sinned, what did God say to Adam and Eve when they said, oh, hey, we blew it, we sinned, and he said in the future that your seed would crush his head and that his head would bruise his heel.